What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So there's a question, right? And maybe plenty of questions that are related to Shiba Inu's price. The prediction of where this can go doesn't just stop at a level of 3 zeros, right? It goes up to 2 zeros. And 1 zero is kind of that level that everybody has as a dream. Yes, we would love to see a dollar as well, or even further than that. But that comes with a ton of burns. That comes with a ton of action that's being taken. And we have more of a dream, and some people consider this more of a reality, to see Shiba Inu get to 1 cent. Now, I want to talk about this because I don't think it's necessarily completely out of the question. It's just you're looking at something that has to have a major amount of popularity. Sorry if this is skipping a little bit. I don't know what's going on with Streamlabs, but you probably should still be able to hear the audio. But there's a lot of people that think that a $1 trillion market cap or multi-trillion-dollar market cap is not ridiculous. But I want to talk about what my perspective is on the 1 cent dream, as well as an article that we're going to go through. So if you guys could, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you want to check out any of the links down below, you can check out those links. Those are in the description for Twitter and Patreon. Also, just to give you a hint or some extra stuff on Patreon, I am looking to do live streams or Patreon only live streams, which we have free members that are over there. So feel free to become a free member. We're going to give a lot of information and even free content that's over there, as well as the paid content that's included there. So feel free to go over there and subscribe as a free member, subscribe as a paid member, whatever you want to do. But we are going to do live streams over there as well. So feel free to be a part of that. Also, check out Margex, that link down there. If you guys want to start trading Shiba Inu, maybe you don't have a lot of money, but you want to trade with somebody else's money, that's where leverage trading comes in. Now, make sure you guys are careful as you are leverage trading, because you want to make sure you have a sound strategy and you're not risking too much money. Because what this means is that you're utilizing somebody else's money, meaning that your money could be liquidated a lot faster if you don't do it correctly. So make sure you get some information, you get some education on the topic, and then go from there. But let's talk about Shiba Inu. If we look at the price of where Shiba Inu is, it currently stands at 4 zeros 2218. Yesterday, I put out a video talking about how we're going to drop this other zero. And when we see it drop that other zero, it'll be worth about a $60 billion market cap. Not too crazy, right? Then I said that it will probably double from there and be worth about a $100 to $120 billion market cap. That's where it starts to get a little bit absurd for people, because they're like, why would it be worth $100 billion? It has no use case. And you're not wrong. It doesn't have a use case. But Shiba Inu, the overall volume, the overall push, the overall popularity is predicated on the fact that we just see newer and newer FOMO that's coming into this. It's about the meme. It's about the build of that and what people can gain as they are holding this position. It's an investment for the people, what's considered by the people as well, controlled by the people, because we really control the outcome of where this goes. But that brought up the question from a lot of people about whether we are going to see 1 cent. Do I believe that that's honestly possible? And if I had to give my perspective, I would say that there is a form, or there is a percentage of possibility. Is that percentage high? No, I wouldn't say it's high. Even 1 cent, I don't believe that percentage is high, or sorry, 1 cent high. Even the level of 2 zeros or 3 zeros or something like that, that still has a low percentage that's not as high in possibility, right? So we want to understand what's the outcome there, and do I expect for that to happen? But first, I want to go into this article a little bit, which is 1 cent dream. When will Shiba Inu reach 1 cent? The 1 cent dream is alive and kicking, and is the heartbeat of more than 1 million Shiba Inu investors, 1.4 to be specific. The majority of SHIB holders want the token to breach the 1 cent milestone so that they can turn into multimillionaires. The day it hits 1 cent mark, the sell-off would be so huge the token might crash on all cryptocurrency trading platforms. Sell-off would occur from investors across the world, leading it to slump in price minutes after hitting 1 cent. Probably seconds, honestly, as you do see these levels. But you also have significant levels before that. So I can't necessarily say that you would see that happen, but maybe it's creating fear as you get closer and closer to that. Because typically what happens is as you get closer to those levels, people sell off very close to it, not actually at that figure. So when Shiba Inu reaches 1 cent mark, and makes its present day investors turn into multimillionaires, in this article, we might highlight the possibility or possible timeline for when SHIB could reach and climb above 1 cent. So, will the 1 cent dream turn into reality? Can SHIB hit 1 cent? The 1 cent dream could turn into reality only after trillions of Shiba tokens are burned and sent to the dead wallet. If that fails to happen, then 1 cent dream might never turn into reality, and investors might end up holding worthless bags of tokens. Again, kind of true. Unfortunately, no leading price prediction firms have predicted a tentative timeline for Shiba Inu to reach 1 cent milestone. The highest they've predicted in price, the target was 3 zeros and a 1, and that's that too after this decade, in 2030. Sorry, even leading analytical firms remain clueless about when SHIB could reach 1 cent, the 1 cent mark. The only development that can answer the multi-million-dollar question of when Shiba Inu can reach 1 cent is time. Yes, only time can answer if SHIB can reach 1 cent or not. It could be months, years, or even decades for the answer to be revealed, and we'll have to wait and watch for development. Until then, it is a narrative to believe price predictions that claim SHIB will reach 1 cent in our lifetime. So, it is naive. Sorry, I said narrative. It is naive to think that it will reach it in our lifetime. So here's my perspective as I look into that information that came from MarketWatch. Great to be able to put that perspective out there. We've heard that multiple times. Yes, we do need to see burns. If we see these level of burns, then it's a whole new ball game, right? If we see aggressive burns to burn off trillions upon tens of trillions, upon hundreds of trillions of Shiba Inu, absolutely. But we have not seen that yet. So the issue is not around just like, hey, can we burn that much? It's what's the process of being able to do that? Because right now we don't have anything ironed out. We don't have any type of detail to tell us that we're going to be able to burn that much in this period of time. So, in my opinion, it's definitely something where you have to think outside the box. Maybe you think with your popularity hat on, and now it's all about popularity. Can that be something that's super popular and be worth $200 billion, $300 billion? Maybe, right? You could see that level of popularity. However, it's very difficult to see it kind of go up to that 1 cent level, which would be a $5.9 trillion market cap. We believe that the overall crypto market cap for this bull run will be worth $10 trillion, maybe get up into the level of approaching 15 or 20, but I'm looking at $5 to $10 trillion, $5 trillion for this year, $10 trillion as we get into 2025, and maybe more than that depending on what happens with XRP and the use that happens there, because that's a whole nother ball game, a whole nother kind of should be set aside from the rest of the crypto market in how that use will be, but that's a whole nother story. But in my opinion, I think it's still alive, but it's not something you should be banking on. You should never be banking on something that's that far out of the question. People still, what you should have done even with like, say, Bitcoin in the beginning stages. If I held 10,000 Bitcoin and truly believed in Bitcoin, as this was rising up to these prices, I probably would only have maybe 100 or 200 like Bitcoin, or maybe 500 Bitcoin. The point is that I wouldn't have all of it. Because as you see these levels that it's getting to, you want to take some of that profit. You want to put that somewhere else that you believe in that position to grow. You're still believing in Bitcoin, but you just don't have as much, which still would be a massive amount that you would have with 100 or 500 or 1,000 Bitcoin that's left. Same thing that's going to happen with XRP. I have 66,000. I will not have that as it does hit higher prices. So the point is that you don't want to bank on it. So I think there's a possibility, maybe a 0.1% chance or a 1% chance for that happening. But the point is that there still is a chance, right? I don't know exactly when we will see that, but it's all about how that happens. So if we have these things that are breaking down, we can now say, okay, this is the reason why it's going to hit a penny, and this is the timeline because of this thing that's happening, right? So anyways, let me know your opinion about this. I know people have strong opinions to say whether we will or will not get to a 1 cent price, but it would be a dream for a lot of people. For me, I would have about $930,000 if it got to 1 cent. I'm not banking on that. I have other investments, but I do want to see Shiba Inu succeed, and I do think it will succeed to a way higher level. So let me know your opinion. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.